Alright, looks like we're going. So, hello! Hello again. I'm Boxcats. As you can see, we're back with House of Petals. So last time we died. We died on the first, possible death. I said this before in the last video, but when the demo of this actually originally came out, I actually did play that one on stream, so I do... Not all of it is going to be new to me, but there is new content in this updated bit that will be new to me, so we're going to be experiencing that together. Yes. Oh, I always forget to do this. So this is House of Petals by LittleSnakeStudio. They currently have a Kickstarter going on. I think it goes on until like the 26th of March. I want to say it's the 26th, but I'm not completely sure. But yeah, if this interests you, go ahead and maybe support them if you want. But yes, anyway, let's get back to where we were before we died. So I'm gonna try to move immediately back to there. I really hope the audio is alright. Okay, so I think right here.
No, you should take it before it's cold.
Yeah. Okay, I had to remember, I'm like, yeah, we're here. Because after stream, I actually went back and, made sure I saved right before the choice. Yeah, okay, I remember now. Yeah, so he's trying to get us to drink this medicine. He really, really wants us to drink it. As we were dying, he's like, you need to take your medicine. Your medicine. Why are there flowers blooming in my vision? What's going on? Either way, I'm not taking it. Ideally, I would... Actually, I think I have to take it, right, if I want to live. Because I was doing what my heart told me to do, and that's not take the medicine. But that ended up killing me, so apparently I actually need it, so we're gonna fix that this time. Actually, I think I might zoom out the camera just a sec, so hold on. Okay, so yeah, let me catch you up. So this guy here, the cutie here, his name is Han. We woke up with Amnesia, and he claims to be our husband, but something is not right here. And you'll see even if I hadn't already played the previous version of the demo, I remember already being suspicious of him and saying, nah, this isn't right. Something's wrong here. But yeah, you're y'all are smart. Y'all have good instincts, I'm sure. So you'll see as we go. All right. Let me get the... Here we go. All right, let's go. Let's continue. Eve hesitates. Eyes fixed on the bowl. Smoke still rises steadily from it, curling into the air and clouding the space around it, much like the way your thoughts cloud your mind. Pushing the ache aside, you give into your curiosity, drawn to the clue you've just uncovered. We just uncovered the numbers. No, it was the handwriting. Actually, it was both. Let's ask him about the handwriting. Yeah, let's ask him about the handwriting. I feel like this is the way to go. Oh yeah, with the writing, it was apparently our diary, but like, it was written with a left hand, but we're right-handed. And his excuse was, oh, after your accident of falling down the stairs, because of course it's that. It sometimes happens to patients with amnesia, little something flicks and changes, and I don't believe that, no. I mean, maybe it's possible, but you know, I don't think so. The writing on the desk. There was something wrong with it. What are you talking about? Han's face remains calm. Too calm. His soft smile still blooms gently, like it always does. Unchanging. Serene. And for the first time, it makes your skin crawl. That smile. Why does it feel so out of place now? The headache presses deeper, like a vice tightening against your skull. Ugh. It makes it harder to think. Harder to stay grounded. They were written by someone left-handed. But look at me. I'm right-handed. You lift your hand instinctively, almost as if to prove it to yourself. The pen felt natural in your right hand. You were left-handed before the incident. Perhaps the damage caused... Oh shit. That's not true! You snap, cutting him off before he can finish. You don't even realize how loud your voice gets. Your words just burst out, raw and sharp. No accident can change someone's natural handwriting. Not like that, not something that deeply ingrained. Wait, did I do the wrong choice? Oh shit, did I fuck up again? Cause this is the same text. Oh shit! I should have done the numbers. I think. Let's hope. You rise from your seats. The movement's sudden. Your breathing shallow. You can feel your heartbeat thudding in your ears. I don't know why you're lying to me, but I don't feel okay here. I'm going outside. Oh yeah, and he really doesn't want us to go outside. He's like making excuses like, you don't like to go outside. It's like, I mean, yeah, maybe that's true. Maybe there's truth to that, but like, you're very like, you're being weird about it. Okay, so I'm gonna say this, because, like, at this point, when I originally played, I did have a theory based on his, like, suspicious behavior that's acknowledge that this is kind of like a psychological, like, he's a yandere, and like at some point I had a theory that this place we're in right now, it's actually a space like he created, and if we were to go out that door, it would just be like nothingness. Like, he hasn't created what's outside yet, and that's why he doesn't want us to go outside or something. Like, that was my theory. That was my wild, crazy theory I had. And it's still kind of sort of there. It hasn't been, like, proven wrong or anything. So there is still a slight possibility of it, but, like, it's an interesting little theory to, like, you know, fiddle around with in your mind. Wait, please calm down. You need to take your medicine first. Get with the medicine. No, I won't. You don't even hesitate this time. Your arm lashes out and knocks the bowl from his hands. It crashes to the floor with a sound that seems to echo too long. Yep, this is the one where we die. Okay, well, you get to see how we died, so... And I don't believe there's a history, thing here for me to go back to, so... So yeah. See, I don't think there's a history log in the game, so... So no going back. If you make a choice and it's wrong, there's no going back. You have to live with the consequences. Consequences of your actions. Which that actually is kinda, I actually do kinda like that. Even though at times it can be frustrating. But I actually do like it, because it's a... It makes it more exciting. But yeah, we're gonna have to do this again, so we're gonna have to go to the... I'll let you see how we, like, die. He doesn't move, he only stares at the mess, then your voice trembles. You need to take your medicine. He sounds desperate, but it only makes you more uneasy. A part of you still wants to trust him, but another part, buried deep and trembling, is screaming to run. I need to get out of here. You clutch the edge of the doorway for support. Your ward feels off balance, like the room itself is subtly tilting. But you grit your teeth and push past him, determined to reach the door. But just as your foot crosses the threshold, a bolt of pain explodes through your skull. Oh, this might actually... I know I had that theory, and my brain finally put it together. If that theory is true, then maybe what's happening here, it's like a barrier, like, stopping us from going outside where we're not allowed to go yet, because it's not existing. And that's why it's some kind of like, why this is happening. Okay, that's possible. I kind of like that. I'm going with that for now. But it also could be that we actually needed that medicine, and because we didn't drink the medicine, this is happening. So, that's another thing. But I like the first one. Your knees buckle. You hit the floor hard, your breath knocked out of your lungs. Your limbs twist uselessly beneath you, spasms overtaking your body. You can't breathe. You can't think. All you can do is gasp. your chest convulsing as though your body is trying to remember how to live. Your vision blurs, and the room spins. And through the haze, you see them. The shattered pieces of the bowl, scattered like chrysanthemum petals on the floor. Above them, Hans stands, motionless. Can you guess what he's gonna say? You need to take your medicine. His eyes glossy and tears stream down his face, but he doesn't come closer. You see the agony carved into his delicate features. And then, everything goes dark. You fade into the void of oblivion. Me died! So yeah, I'm gonna say another little theory I have. Like, I won't go into detail like I did before. But, you know, just keep it in your mind to, like, as we play, to, like, twist and twirl around, fiddle with. Like a cat with a cat toy. I don't know what that was, I'm sorry. But, like, I have a theory that we are not human. I could go into more detail, but I will leave it at that, so just, you know, work off that. I'm not saying it's true, but, like, I'm just gonna say it's plausible. But you can choose for yourself. Okay, so let us actually do this correctly.
Now, you should take it before it's cold.
Yeah. Take the medicine. Get it? I getcha. Okay, what did we have to do the numbers, I guess? Oh wait, no, maybe I should do the medicine. Ask about the medicine. Because I really don't want to mention the numbers. I don't know what the numbers mean, but like... If there's any clues, if there are clues to something, and we tell him about the clues to something we're not supposed to know, naturally he's gonna cover it up. He's gonna be like, yeah, but gonna replace this thing here. I found a new painting that's much prettier than this thing with the numbers on it that you asked about. That you're... Yes, I really, if I can choose, I'm not gonna do the numbers. I'm not gonna tell him about the numbers. So we're gonna, we're gonna hope the medicine goes through. And doesn't kill us. I made this medicine just for you based on the doctor's prescription. It will help with your headache. And I said this before too. Why are you making the medicine? Why isn't the doctor making the medicine? The doctor would know better how to make the medicine. Damn it, I have to ask about the... I could ask about my parents. Yeah, let's do that. Can you tell me about my parents? Your parents? A trace of uneasiness grazes across Hans' face. I saw a letter about their funeral.
I see. It'd be natural for one to be curious about their own parents.
Han gazes at an unseen point in the room. His lips press into a quick, almost sad smile before speaking. They both passed away from getting a contagious lung infection. very soon after they moved to the Lotus Pavilion. Yeah, no, I don't believe that. I need to make this bigger because I can't see. Alright, I think that works. Hopefully that's decent. Alright. Yeah, I don't believe the lung infection thing, because, like, both of them. And they passed away at the same time. From the same thing. I'm not stupid. I actually do not believe that in the slightest. You moved to this mansion? Does that mean it's not your family's? No. This mansion is your family's. So this entire thing is mine. Why does it feel like it's not? You know, even if there is nothing weird and supernatural going on, it's very possible that, like, he, like, killed our parents to take over the property and then pushed us down the stairs to give us amnesia or something. It's possible that he's not even our husband. He was like a servant or something, or like a guest, and, you know, this is all a setup so he can, you know, get a free house and, you know, that money. He can live it up. Like, that would actually be believable on, like, a real world, level. So that is a possibility, so, you know. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, Han. I don't trust him. I was merely a poor son-in-law who had nothing to his name but his artistic talents and his love for their daughter. I've watched enough Asian dramas and dramas in general to, you know, those Asian dramas that when the character gets amnesia and they, to me, who is skeptical of all of this is kind of what it's sounding like. It's kind of sounding like that kind of thing. Yes. Han brings his gaze back to you, and in them burns something fierce. Something between tenderness and desperation. I mean, he is a yandere, so add to that previous little theory that he was obsessed with us. And I mean, you know, if he's like an obsessed individual obsessed with a rich daughter, you know, he's gonna want to take out the parents so they can't, like, not allow him to be with their daughter. And then, you know, he can't just, like, I mean, he could just naturally win us over, but you know, I guess in his mind it was might have been easier to make us have amnesia and just, you know, insert himself into our little world and take over. You gaze downward. Living with one's wife's parents is norm, or is not a norm, and is usually looked down upon in our society. I know what you think. It might not be the most socially acceptable position for me to be in, but your parents treated me with nothing but kindness, and I viewed them as my own parents.
When they passed, us both were devastated.
I'm sure you were. But Hans smiles again. The spark in his eyes persists.
That's why we were so close. We only have each other. You and me.
And
Us.
me and you
Yeah.
with me. Not happy together. I'm gonna fight every step of the way. Would you take the medicine? Now that you know about your parents, would you take the medicine? Like I said, he's very insistent on this medicine. It's like, take it. Take it. Are you ready now? It's getting cold. I added a little something special and it's a secret. Like, is that not weird? Is that not weird? I mean, I know I'm a speculative person by nature. But surely this isn't just me, like, overthinking it, right? He picks up the bowl from the desk and stirs the liquid with the ceramic spoon. You quickly notice that there are chrysanthemum motifs upon, even in the bowl, even on the spoon. Oh, right, the headache.
Go on. I wouldn't want you to suffer pain.
You obediently nod. Han brings the spoon to your lips. The warm liquid fills your mouth and runs down your throat. Your tongue involuntarily savors the bitter taste with a hint of sweetness. And he was right. The medicine quickly replaces the throbbing in your forehead with a feeling of ease. I hope you feel better now. It's getting late. You should go to sleep. Go to sleep. You glance down at the mattress, and the realization hits you. You two are husband and wife. Don't husband and wives share the same bed? Your face flushes with heat. The bed. Oh, that's... Han's face also flushes with a rosy shade, but he quickly smiles and waves his hand. Don't worry about me. You and I shared a bed, but for your comforts, the bed is yours for now. I will sleep in the studio. You will? Is that alright?
Of course. I promise to make you feel as comfortable as I can, right?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Of course. Anything for my wife. Good night now. I'll see you in the morning, alright?
Alright. After Han leaves, you spread out on the mattress, letting sleep take over you. The smell of herbal medicine still gently weaves through the room. Oh gosh, it's this. Your peaceful sleep is disturbed by a faint creak. What's that noise? You blink awake, heart ticking a little faster. Another sound follows. A soft groan of the wood. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Throwing the covers of my head, like, nope, I'm not here, no one's here, no one's here, no, nothing's happening, Nana. If we need to, there's a pot right there we can throw at the person. If anyone is there. I know Taekwondo! Kind of. The door. It's being opened. Slowly. Just a crack. You stay still, listening. The darkness stretches thick across the room, and you can't see past the doorframe, but you feel it. That prickling weight of being watched. Something is there, just beyond the threshold. You hold your breath, trying to hear more, but there's nothing. No footsteps, no whisper, just silence. Maybe I'm imagining it. It's nothing. You turn onto your side and pull the blanket up to your chin. The room is cold. Your body is tense. But you squeeze your eyes shut and try to let it all fade. You force yourself to go back to sleep, even when that feeling lingers, heavy and quiet in the dark. Okay, so we reached an end that hasn't been update. Oh, okay, maybe not. Your eyes gradually open from the sun rays filtering through the window. Your mind and body are slightly exhausted from a restless night.
Good morning, my darling.
Sorry. Han's face above the bed startled you. Remember what I said in the first video, the previous one? Where he was there at the end of bed, just staring at us, waiting for us to, like, wake up? And I was like, he's been like this for, like, hours on end. Once is a coincidence. Twice is a habit. He may actually have been standing here, watching us, waiting for us to wake up, for hours on end. I don't like that. That's weird. You're weird. How long have you been here? Han gestures to his head toward the tray of food on the desk. I came and bring you breakfast, but you were still asleep. I didn't want to wake you up.
But I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy looking at you sleeping so peacefully.
Heat rushes to your cheeks. Like, I don't know if heat would be rushing to my cheeks or if I'd just be weirded out, but like... maybe both? He was watching me sleep. Nobody ate breakfast? I made it just for you. Alright, what temperature is the breakfast? That'll indicate how long he's been here. Thank you. As you watch Han reaching for a hot steam bun, you suddenly remember what happened last night. Hey, I couldn't sleep much last night, and something strange happened. What strange thing? I think someone was watching me. It's like, it was just me. He's like, just me, don't worry. I do this every night. What? I said nothing. You heard nothing. Who said he watches you every night? Not me. I was sleeping, and suddenly heard someone open the door. I was sleeping, and suddenly heard someone open the door. Han, still peeling the paper from underneath the seam bun, smiles at you nonchalantly.
Huh, don't worry about that. It was probably Anne, our servant.
And why is the servant looking into our room? I mean, I guess maybe to check up on us, but then it would just be creaking it open, you know, peeking in. And being like, okay, everything's all good. Shutting the door and, you know, going on his merry way. That wasn't what happened. We have a servant? This information feels like a shock to you, as you assumed it was just you and Han living here. Yes. Yes, Han was a servant for your parents. Now he's still living with us. But why was he here? He tends to go around and clean hallways at night. Perhaps he accidentally opened your door. At night? I mean, I get, if I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, I might get doing it at nights, because, you know, you don't have to, you're not disturbing anyone. There's no one walking the halls, you know? But, like, really? I know it's possible, but it just feels weird. Okay, I should probably end this as a part soon, because it's been 45 minutes. I had to check. I want to cut these, like, time them so they're actually, like, watchable. Because I know, like, multiple hour-long, like, videos are like, that's a bit much. So yeah, we'll make a save point and we'll end this video here soon. But for now, really, hallways at nights? Cleaning? Possible. But it's suspicious. I asked him many times to be careful with the doors, yet he still doesn't listen. A hint of annoyance passes Han's face, but is quickly replaced by his natural joyfulness. But don't worry, I'll tell him again. No one should disturb my beautiful wife's sleep. Now eat. He hands you a steamed bun, and you take a bite. There's something chalky about the texture of the bun, but you're still able to force it down. What do you put in there? He put something in there. Do we have a personal cook? Maybe we should hire one. Let's go into town and hire one. It's chalky? That doesn't sound pleasant. I'm sure we have the money for it. There's no need to be rude about such a thoughtful gesture from him. Cooking for you and taking care of you.
Since you finished eating, would you like to go to the garden with me?
The garden? Yes, fresh air is important for your recovery. Besides, it has always been your favorite place in the mansion. Didn't just yesterday you claim that we like to stay inside, we don't like to go outside? You claim that in your own words. And now you're like, your favorite place in the house is the garden. Let's go outside. You're not doing yourself any favors. He gives you a playful wink.
Think about it as a date.
A date? Of course, no pressure though. You can decide if you want to go on a date with me, or go around the mansion on your own if you wish. Oh gosh. No, I think I'm gonna try to take the path I did originally. At least to start with. Because my crazy little theory, I really like it and I kind of want it to be true. But at the same time, I already... No, we'll do something different. Okay, we did do the garden before, I believe. And that's where I got my whole weird theory about, like, us not being human. and him being an art wizard. It sounds ridiculous, but if you go through that path and you put everything together and you just have a really weird mind, you know, it's possible. It kind of sounds, it's... You might put something similar together. But let's go to the living room. We haven't gone there. I think it was the garden. Though the offer to go to the garden sounds tempting, your mind is bogged down with another's curious thoughts. But if you do want to see me go to what I believe is the garden, I did that in the playthrough I did on Twitch, which I do have the Twitch VOD uploaded on YouTube. It should be it'll be named like Twitch VOD, and it's the first uploaded video of this game. You'll see it. It's multiple hours long. Excuse me. It's getting late. What's the inside of the Lotus Pavilion? What's the inside of the Lotus Pavilion like? I'm sorry, Han. I don't feel like leaving the house today. Oh. Han gazes down, as if what you said hurt him. His eyelashes almost touch your cheek, making you instantly regret your decision. But his gentle smile comes back fast. Of course, I understand. You must still be feeling unwell. Yeah, sure, let's say that. Standing up, he picks up the tray of finished food. Well done. I'll go back to my work on my ceramic piece for Merchant Lee. Oh, how's that coming along? You said to cover up the awkwardness of your denial of the date? Well, it's coming along. Okay. He states plainly, yet you cannot place any emotion behind his words, even when you try. Okay then. I'll see you later. I'll bring you some medicine before night. Okay. Thank you. Right after Han leaves, you go across the hallway to the living room, passing a large foyer. Wow. The mansion's so big. It takes a while just to get from one room to another. We're gonna explore the living room, but we will be doing that next time. So, yeah, things are getting weirder. I mean, it's still possible I have the wrong idea about Han, but right now I'm treading with all caution. Why do I feel like we're heading for another dead end? We're gonna die soon! But yes, anyway, thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this. And I will see you again soon. Because I'm about to record the next part immediately after this. Alright, anyway, yes, go ahead and check the game out yourself. Give my channel a follow or subscribe. And go ahead and check out my socials. Anyway, that will be it for this video. So I'll see you again later. Bye-bye.